everybody, and welcome to Monday 2nd of August 2021 roller prompt, and we rolled this on Friday. So we're making a tummy tuck. Have to include or predominantly be green. Use a book page, die cut, some brads, and in the style of Shabby Chic. So hopefully we'll be all right with this. I've been thinking about other things this weekend, like the little handbag journal that I'm making and the new addition to our family, the little stray kitty. So I haven't really given much thought to this, but it's a nice set of prompts, so hopefully we'll be all right. Right, here is a sheet of A4 paper, which is generally what I make my journals from, and generally I fold them over like that. So the height I'd need the tummy tuck would be this height. Fair enough. Right. I know it's not green. I didn't have any green card that was the right colour. So I'm going to use cream and doctor it. So I'm going to cut that at 2 3/4 inches, because I think that's a quite a good size for a tummy tuck. About right. 2 3/4. Yeah, I think so. And then what I'm going to do is make that green all the way around it, because I wonder if I've got a green brush anywhere. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see. No, I'm not seeing one, so I'll just clean this one off on my tummy towel. It's got pink on it, or lilac or something at the moment. It should be alright, I think. So yeah, I'm just going to go, this is bundled sage, Distress Ink bundled sage. I'm just going to go around this to make it green. I know it's a bit of a cheat, but I haven't got any green card, the right colour, so what can I do? It'll be fine, it'll be alright on the night. This isn't even card, to be honest. It's sort of papery cotton. It's about 160, I think, something like that. So it's not really light, but it's not the sturdiest of cards either. Right, so that's fine. Happy with that. Now I just want to put some vintage photo around it. Vintage photo. Just because this is Shabby Chic. So Shabby Chic and vintage photo. Yeah, marriage made in heaven. So I'm just going to go around the outside. Don't want it too dark. Still want it to look green. But just distressed a little. Excellent. That's just the job. Lovely. Right. So that is in actual fact going to be the background for our tummy tuck. Now it says book page. So I've got my very vintage copy of Pride and Prejudice. And I'm just going to take a page out of that. This is really fragile now, this paper. I mean, look, it's just... I'm going to take 2 out in actual fact, because I might need to. Okay, that's that. Put that up there. And then I want to chop it off at the right size. Well, I'm going to chop the margin off, because I don't really want that. And then I want it, well, that's 2 3/4, isn't it? So I'll make it 2 1/2. Will give me just a slight border right round it. give me an 1/8 all the way around it. So that's there. Let's just have a look at the height of it. Oh yeah, that's fine. So, right, great, that's that bit done. Right, so I'm gonna I think I'm just gonna use the vintage photo around this. Being quite careful actually, because it really is fragile, very fragile. So if you watched me yesterday, you'll have heard the saga of the kitty. And yeah, well, the saga continues really. He is feeding slightly better. He has had some food. And we did put a sort of makeshift litter tray in with his, well, he's got a ginormous box with blankets and stuff in. So we put a litter tray in there, and during the night he's used that, which I'm really grateful for, because I was getting a bit worried that he hadn't been, but he's been, and he seems a bit cheerier this morning. Hard to tell really, isn't it? He's now hiding under the settee. He was under the bookcase this morning. So maybe we're making progress, I don't know. So I'm going to stick that on there. That's what's going to happen to that. And I'll use my colour. I'm just, like I say, I'm just slightly worried about the frailty of this paper, but I think we'll be all right. Bobby's been this morning to get his hair cut, so it's all go in the animal kingdom in our house, I can tell you. Bobby's used to having the back door left open for him, but we don't dare leave the back door open in case little one escapes, and then we'll never find him. So, I don't know. Right, let's pop this on anyway. Sort of centrally. So there, we've got some green and we've got a book page. So we're doing all right so far. Let me just wipe that little bit of excess glue up out of the way. I think we're all right apart from that. Right, okay. Now then, the next thing that I'm going to do is, and this is not my idea, I got it from Scrapbooking with Me from Edith on there. So that's that, right. And that measures what again? Honest to goodness. You'd think I might remember something. 2 3/4. Right, so what I'm going to do is get my scoreboard up. And score at 2 3/4. And what's 2 3/4 and 2 3/4? 5 1/2. So 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And then 2 3/4 on top of that. So that's 1, 2, 8 1/4. Says she, like she knew. I did not. Right, so that's there. That's worked out really well for us actually. So let's put the scoreboard away. I'm finished with it now. And I want this for sort of additional journaling really. So I'm going to fold this end in where we've scored. Just make sure it's straight before you crease the living daylights out of it. There we go, that's all right. So what's going to happen, this is the plan at any rate, that's going to get stuck under there like that, and then we're going to have all this journaling. It's a good theory if it works. So that wants to get folded back there. And this is going to be folded back here. There we go. So your actual tummy tuck, as you see it on the page, is like this. So you can open it that way, or you could open it that way, and you'd have loads of journaling. But given that it's supposed to be green, I do think we ought to make a bit of an effort to green it up a little bit. So I'll just get my brush at work, and I'm going to go all the way around here. So I'll see you as soon as I've done all that, but you know how to do this, so you don't need to sit and watch me do this. Yeah.
I stopped everything for the lunch like until
Right.
you know what it's going to be like. Is this a long one today or a short one?
No, not a long one. But probably not a short one either, so...
No, well, that's the thing. I mean,
a mid-distance.
You know, the chips are going again half done. I had put a lighter under the other for the sausages, but didn't put them in, so...
Right.
You won't take long once, you know, don't know where you're at.
Once I start again, I think you're probably all right. Well, give it 5, and then I will be all right, definitely.
Okay. Unless he's told the bloke at the Peugeot garage.
Oh, yeah.
Just he was coming up for an MOT, you know, if you haven't booked it in.
Ah.
Then you book it in for you if you know.
Oh, excellent.
So I just said that we booked it in for a service and an MOT on the 10th.
Yeah.
She said, hello Fiona, I suddenly thought to check if your current Peugeot booked in for an MOT as it is due. Please let me know when I will ask our service department to contact you.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Anyway.
Yeah, so he is at least paying attention. Right?
Yeah.
Just thought I'd mention it was booked for an MOT in service just in case.
Yeah. Yeah.
It could just be MOT and not serviced or whatever, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
That's where we're at.
Oh, that's good. No mention of the new car at all, like.
No.
I mean...
no, I just said we booked it in for an MOT in service because we assumed that it would be a while before we hear about the new one.
Yeah. What's he doing?
He just knew he's just sitting there, but I mean the cat's sort of sitting out behind the
right.
the thing, you know.
Yeah.
He's not sort of squirmed himself underneath. I think Bobby just thinks he might be able to play. Like.
Yeah, I don't think he wishes him ill. I don't think so, anyway. Well, if he did, I think he would have already done it. Because in the position he's in now, he could easily move that tray and get to him if he really wanted to. What's he doing?
Trying to climb up the settee.
Little one?
Halfway up, like, plug on like fucking Spider-Man.
Oh, the little one?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Oh, that's good.
You can see the tree moving.
Oh, that's good. He likes that.
You've got all white over your tail. What have you been up to, man?
I think it might be cat litter.
Oh, it might be dried on cat litter.
Mm.
Oh, you could dried on cat litter. Oh, you're in Judy. Hello, Judy.
Right, I think I'm ready.
You wanted to come up, seeing as you were climbing up like fucking Spider-Man.
That's brilliant that he didn't hide and he tried to come out. I'm impressed. Right, okay, I'm off again.
Keep noise down, cat.
Right, so that's that greened up everywhere I can think to green it. This is the existing tummy tuck that we've got, and it's going to go over there like that. You could, if you wanted to, turn that round and make it go like that. And for some reason that feels better to me. Maybe it's because I'm left-handed, I don't know. But I like the idea of it folding like that. Yeah. So I'm going to stick that down there, is what's going to happen. Lovely. I'll get this on nice and straight. Not over the crease though, because then it won't crease. So I think that's all right. Let's just push that up and make sure that it's nice and square. Yeah, lovely, lovely. That's lovely. So that's the bottom, but the actual thing. And then this folds like that. And this is journaling. But this is going to be the front that we do see. Oh, you're with me so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut another piece of book page. I think I cut it to 2.5, but I'm just going to get rid of the border, the margin first. Cut that to 2.5. Lovely. And vintage photo around there. It's quite distressed of its own volition, this one, to be honest. But we'll just help it on its way. Accentuate the... Oh, it's just starting to split there. It's so fragile. And I'm going at it like a bull at a gate. Pleasant day here today. Hope it's the same with you. No heat waves, no floods, no anything that we've been having to deal with of late. So that's going to get stuck on there like that. Right, that's my next job, I think. Just checking. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything that I need to put under that, so that's all right. Oh, I know what I meant to do. I'll come back to it in a sec. Stick this on first. Even my glue's behaving itself today. Right, so I just want that 1/8 of an inch in. Maybe up a touch. Like that, that's lovely. Lovely, lovely. And what I was going to do, and I just forgot temporarily, was on the back here where we've got this stuck. This is actually going to be, there's loads of it, the actual tummy tuck. So you'll be putting things in and out. And if you've got a ridge like that, things get caught on it. They just do. So I've got this, I've used it before, you've seen me use it before, this micropore tape. And it's for medical purposes, I think you could say. You know, bandages and dressings and holding things in place, and it's a medical thing, but it is very good at holding things in place. And you could use sellotape, I suppose, or masking tape if you've got one that you really know is going to stick. Just something really thin. There we go. It's just going to make that bump go away. trim that off there. I thought I had one open, and I know I did, but never mind. So yeah, I seem to have stuck that, so it's just got that blue bit at the top, but never mind. It will not be seen. It's sticky, I'll tell you that. So there we are, that's that. And I'm just going to burnish that down. So then anything that you put behind the tummy tuck won't get stuck on that ridge. Because it's annoying when that happens. So yeah, I'll just go over that, no problem. Right, moving along. So this is kind of the front that you see. So, what should we do? Well, I laid some die cuts out that I thought might look quite nice. These ones are bundled sage. They're quite light in colour though. Don't know whether to just run the thing of bundled sage over them, see what happens. Might just try that. Quite lightly. Yeah, it's definitely darkened them up a bit. Made them more bundled sage colour, as you'd expect. Just whiz them round in that ink that's hanging around there. Yeah, okay. They are definitely greener than they were. Come on. So, I'm thinking of putting, because it doesn't say how many die cuts. One die cut would be sufficient, I think. But because it's Shabby Chic, I did also lay out some pink ones and some vintagey looking ones. So I have got that, but it's shiny. I don't know how, if it goes with a theme or not really, to be honest. What does that look like? It's pretty. It is pretty. Or if I didn't have that, here we go again. I've got this, which is a very dusky pink, which is gorgeous. I really like it. So I could probably put that one up there and this one covering over it at the bottom. They're so thin, these, you really can bend them around where you want them. So yeah, I could have that. I quite like that, actually. That's probably what I'm going to go for. And I've also got a green butterfly. That's not part of the thing. I just liked it. Came across it when I was looking through the die cuts, actually. And I thought, oh, he's quite nice. The other thing I came across, though, were these flowers. And I really do like these. I've got this size, and teeny size. Nothing says Shabby Chic to me quite like flowers. So I might just chuck the butterfly. Not too far though, because I do like them. Let's have a look at these flowers. See, that sort of marries up very nicely with these ones here. Let's get a little one out. Yeah, I quite like that. It's a while since I used flowers. I'm missing them. I miss them in my life. And I've got these little teeny weeny little cream ones. That's rather more than I need, but never mind. Which I could just sort of pop around them. Maybe, like that sort of thing. Yeah, quite like that. I think that looks more Shabby Chic, definitely. Anyway, I think the thing that we've got to do first, let's take those to the side, is stick these die cuts on. I'm quite pleased with where they are So that's good, I'm happy. I was going to put the teeniest of pencil marks there, just so I know where the bottom is. Because I've got the height just right where I want it there. I'm just going to use my tacky glue. Still awaiting the arrival of my art glitter. And the inks. I don't know. Post office must be on a go slow or something. Right. That should be okay now. It was a bit plugged up. I've ordered a stainless steel pin as well to go in my art glitter. And at this rate, the pin's going to be here before the glitter. Oh, come on. That's it, finally. Finally you want to work. Sorry about the big buzzy fly. It's just one of those days today. I mean, why don't they just go outside? The door's open. Just go outside. Right. That's going to go like that. Lovely. And just get my towel. Press that down. Pick up any excess glue that there might be. Because that's the glue that I'm using at the minute doesn't dry matte. It dries shiny, shiny. Right, that's that one. Let's put this darker green one on now. Doesn't take much glue. And, you know, they're not weighty things. We go. Right, let's get these on. So they're going right from the bottom, and that one's going up that side, and that's going up the centre. Like that. Just exactly like that. Lovely. Do like that, that's pretty. Lovely. Right. So before I stick the flowers on, I'm going to put my brads in because that's part of my prompt. So I'm just going to see where the corners are. I've looked some brads out and they are absolutely teeny tiny, but they are green. So they will fit the bill. So I'm just going to make a mark just in from the corner of the book page a little bit. Like that, and I need to make a hole, but I don't need a. Let's get my needle book out and see if I've got one that one might do actually. So I'm just going to go through where I made the hole. So sorry about the fly. So there you go, and then see if that's big enough to get this through. Oh, these are so tiny, you can hardly pick them up. No, I don't think that is big enough actually. Bring on a larger needle. Okay, bring this one on then. That is a good bit bigger. I still can't get the two legs through. Come on. I think, yeah, that's it. That's lovely. So I'll spread those legs out. Like that. Lovely. Yep. Yeah. Only 3 more to go. I'll tell you what, I'll just pause that one. You do not need to see me struggle doing this, so I'll see you in a minute. Fucking fly.
You're right, blooming feisty mood he is. He won't sit, he's all over the place.
Wants to explore.
I know. He's going to explore his box because I'm going to have to go and do dinner. Oh, that's fucking stopped, isn't it?
I like it in here. Yeah.
I even got me fucking... Yeah, let me put a case. Get rid of your wet stuff.
Right, finally I've got the brads put in. It's about 6 years later. No, it's not, but you can see them there, the little brads, and I do quite like them actually. I think they were worth the effort. So on the back, however, you've got brad legs, and I don't really who wants brad legs? Not me, I don't want brad legs. So is that, no, I'm going to have to cut myself another piece of paper that's 2 3/4 just to hide that entire goings on the background there. So it's the full, oh yeah, it's not quite the full height, is it? Ooh. Can you put 2 legs one way, I wonder? Will it still hold? That is a good question. Yeah, that's still going to hold. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold these over so as they're both going the same way, but try and get them not exactly on top of each other. That's the best I can think. So they're just not lying exactly on top of each other. And once they've got paper on the back anyway, they're not going to move. They're definitely not going to move. Right, so that's okay. That'll be all right on the night. So let's cut 2 3/4 of this paper. Cut the margin off first. 2 3/4 inches, which is to there. Lovely. Now I'm just going to ink around that, in keeping with the rest of the project. Let's just get some scissors out and just make sure they're flat. Yeah, they all are, just that one I think. Right, so let's just ink around here. Ah, Mr. F, could you just flatten that prong out for me, please? Don't know why it doesn't want to be straight. The cat's crying. Oh no. It's probably hungry, to be honest. No, I want them both lying the same way, like I had them, but just flat really. Ooh, the book page is gonna tear. Right, so I'll stick that into the book. Mr. F's just done it with the pliers. I should have thought about that myself. Lovely, thank you. That's great. Just bend it out the way we don't want it, down there. And let's have a look and see if that's going to cover what it needs to cover. Yes, it is. But it's just a little bit too wide. I guess the crease takes up a little bit, which is what happens. So I'm just going to take a little bit off there and ink it again. You can see how fragile it is. It's coming off in little bits. Just going to be careful with this, I think. Yeah, let's have a look at that. See if that's all right. That's all right. That's perfect. That's perfect, in fact. So let's get it stuck down. I like Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. It's a lovely book. So of its time, you know, where women were seen and not heard for sure. And got dressed every day like it was going to be a party every day. And then dressed for dinner as well. Fabulous. I'll put this on here like that. Got glue on my hands. So just over the backs of those brads. That's its purpose in life, just to cover those brads up. You just have to press quite hard sometimes around the brads. Same with magnets, sometimes it just makes it resistant to stick down, but that's fine. That's great like that. Put the lid on my glue. Okay, so that's the very front, that's the bit you'll see, so we're going to put flowers on that. This is the inside bit. I don't know, I'm quite happy with that. This is the journaling bit, This is the tummy tuck itself. So if you pull it out like that, you've got that journaling and you've got that journaling. Yeah, everything's fine. I think we just need to finish off the flowers really. So I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for this. I've tried all sorts of things through the period, and E6000 isn't any better than anything else, and it's smelly, so I'm not going to use it. I'm going to try this Fabri-Tac because I think the flowers are so, well, the paper, but the fabricy sort of paper, so I'm going to give them a good dollop. pop that there. Give it a good press down. And this other little yellow one.
We've toileted.
Oh, on you?
Don't know. And I put a fresh tray of litter in.
It's really strange having such a baby cat in the house. I mean, you know, he's not even a kitten. He's not even big enough to be a kitten. I don't think he's teeny tiny. He's feeding from a bottle that is like a doll's house sized bottle. Oh, that's a bit of a gloop on there. So just pop some of these little ones around it. Oh, it's split. He's chewed through the teeth. Well, at least he has teeth. Let's pop a couple up there. Oh, it's fabric. It's so gloopy. One down here. And maybe just one there, I think. One in there. Underneath the pink ones, I think. Just peeping out. There we are. Right, so what else do we need to do? So right, that's going to be the page, it as you see it, and then you pull it out like this, like that, even. And this is going to be the actual tummy tuck itself. So I think I will stick on there, I'm going to stick some die cuts and the butterfly that got sidelined from before. So he's going to go on there, and these flowers are going to go down the bottom, and they're really nice. They do look really quite shabby, quite like them. Maybe just the one, don't know. Yeah, like that. I think that's all that needs actually. So I'll stick those on there. This one goes on first. Just bring that in a little bit like that. It's nice. Get the towel, preferably a bit that hasn't got blinking fabric all over it. And pounce that down like that. That's really nice. It's a real shabby looking. It's shabby looking. Okay, let's get this one on. So I'm going to bring that out that way and then just back in. There we go. And I'll just pop this on as well, a little butterfly. Well, he's not little, he's quite large. He's probably a bit larger than suits the scale of this, to be honest, but it's the only green one I've got. So short of fussy cutting some more. which I haven't got time to do. And pop him at the top. Just there. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. There we go. Right, so the only other thing that we need to add now, where's my glue here, is a closure of some sort. Because if you put that in your book like that, it's going to flop open all the time. It's going to really, really annoy you. So what you could use is just a paper clip. No problem with that. Just pop it on the side and it would look grand and dandy. Let's go for green. Just like so, like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. It looks fine, perfectly fine. Or alternatively, you could use seam binding. Now I've got some here. It's not the wrinkled seam binding because sometimes you just don't want it wrinkled. So I want to leave enough on the front to tie a bow, and then I want to stick it on the back, sort of halfway up, like that. Let's just check that that is halfway up. Get my pencil out so I can mark it. That's 8 1/4, so 4 1/8, and do the same over here so as I can get it sort of straight. Right, so I'm just going to pop a bit of double-sided on there, says she. Oh yeah, here it is. My desk's full of everything today. Says she like it's a change. I know it's always full of everything. So just bring that in a little bit from the side, from both sides in actual fact. And snip that off. And burnish it down. Familiar story, isn't it? Stick it down, burnish it down. Right, I just want to make sure I've got enough left at this side to tie a bow. Yeah, that's fine. So take the release paper off. Stick your seam binding down. There we go. And, whew, didn't leave much there. I'll cut this off here. And hopefully I have got enough to make a bow. I don't want a big bow anyway, so just as well. Yeah, I've got enough. Not much excess, but you don't need excess. You just need enough. That's lovely, that's great. So I'm going to cut this side off quite short as well. There we are. Right, so there we have it. There is my bookmark. Let's just check if I can find the prompts. Yeah, here they are. That I've used everything I was supposed to. I've made a tummy tuck. It's green. Well, has quite a bit of green in it. I've used book pages. I've used die cuts. I've used brads. And yet that could only be described as shabby chic. So there we go, guys. What do you think? And then you just untie it. Oh, tied it in a knot. And lo and behold, you've got all this extra journaling. Wow, look at that. It's fabulous. It's a really great little idea. So there you go. Oh no, I haven't drawn for tomorrow, have I? Let me just tie this up again. Nearly forgot the most interesting part. Maybe I shouldn't have tried this twice. Tying a bow once on camera is bad enough. Oh no, hang on, I'm there. I'm sort of there. I'll faff with that later. But that's that anyway. You've got the general gist. Bring that down, I don't want it sticking up there. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so that's it. Looks quite nice. I quite like it. Right, let's see what we've got on the agenda for tomorrow. A pen. So it will be the 3rd of August. Roller prompt. I doubt it will be as good to me as it was last time, because I really liked what I rolled last time. Let's get the Spotty Beast and the book, the big red book. So yes, I've made loads of bookmarks this last week, loads and loads. And look what I'm using, an offcut of card that's actually been worked on before. Is that not just typical? Right, there's nothing underneath it, so it's not going to be influenced. Right, what am I making? 3, an envelope. Okay, and the colour? 5, brown. Okay. It's okay so far. The paper. 1, napkins. Oh yeah, alright. Napkins. Don't know if I've got any brown napkins. They're not top of my shopping list, I must be honest. Focal point. 6, a photo. Okay. And the style. Oh no, the decoration. Nearly missed the decoration out. 4, brads. Now I've just had that and it says here, nothing more than twice in a row. Nothing twice in a row. So I can't have brads because I had them today. So I'll have to roll this one again. Excuse me, fabric. Okay, now you're just getting silly. And now the style. 4, Edith. I just don't know. I'm going to incorporate all of that into Edith, but never mind. I'll give it my best shot. So let's put the dice away safe. And envelope is the first one. So let's put a cross in there. Oh, not there, you fool. Next one along. You fool. It's brown, brown, there. It's napkins. It's a photo. Fabric. And Edith. So there we go. Let's see what I make of that tomorrow, eh? Until then, be safe and happy. And get crafting, really. It's great fun. See you tomorrow. Bye.